So let me tell you a little bit about my deployment to Afghanistan. You'll see on a lot of the photos some of the stuff that I was exposed to. Lots of combat, lots of times that were best forgotten. But it wasn't just the combat. What do our veterans come home to? I came home to an empty house, empty bank account, and a credit score in the low 500s. My kids were gone, my wife was gone, and this is not a boohoo event here. It couldn't have been better for me at that point. But I had to rebuild my life. And upon returning, we go through what we call redeployment physicals. And that's when the doctors discovered I had narcolepsy and cataplexy, causing sleep issues, irreversible neurological damage, and small seizures. That was also a one-way ticket out of the Army for me. They put me through a medical review board. I had to fight the medical review board, and only because I was a performer when I was out on the battlefield and training all those years, did my chain of command stand behind me and say, no, we're keeping this guy. I'd rather have him asleep at the wheel than most other soldiers out there, and I was thankful for that. I was able to stay in and get my retirement. But had I lost the medical review board, I would have been out 30 days before I could drop my retirement papers. So that would have meant a little over 17 years, and I couldn't even go use the base PX or the golf course or any of the other big amenities that we get for serving our nation. And I wasn't going to have that. They tried to give me $150,000 severance pay. I turned it down. I told them I could drink that much in a weekend if I wanted to. And she said, well, you can't turn it down. You have to take it. I said, no, I'll fight this. Nobody's ever won. You watch, I'm going to win. So things were a whole lot different when I came home. But my last job, as you can see in some of the photos, was I was a canine handler. That was my dog, Master Sergeant Retired Flopper Winston McLovin was his name. And I had that dog with me. I retired him when we came home. That was his last mission. And he was mine. And he lived to be 17 and a half years old. He had a great life. It was awesome. He went from living in a military kennel to being on the couch and just enjoying every minute of it. He was a great dog. But, silly little trick that God plays on us all. Dogs only last a little bit. We are, average of 85 years. Dogs are average of 13 years. I got 17 and a half out of them. Figured I did pretty good. That dog was there for the darkest moments of my life and the best moments of my life. And losing him, it was probably harder than losing some of my human family members that I've lost.